Hey, what's up guys, crunchycookietalk here and welcome on back to a brand new tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a time stop command block tutorial and yeah guys, let's hop right into it. Alright, so guys, first things first, I need to let you know that this is directly inspired by a add-on called the time stop add-on created by Jesse101, and this is not a direct copy of her work. I have no clue how they made it, but I'm literally just making this due to inspiration, and I just wanted to try to recreate it in my own way. And they made it as an add-on. This is like vanilla Minecraft, so yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. And let's get right into the showcase. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna spawn in a few mobs like this. And I'm gonna punch them around. Okay, you can see they're moving around. Cool. I can shoot an arrow. It moves. Okay, cool. I can throw snowballs. Okay, nice. And I can throw XP balls. But if I have this little item I have in my hand and I click it, boom. I don't have any sound effects, so don't expect anything from this. You can add your own sound effects and text if you want. But the mobs cannot move. Nothing can move. They are all frozen. This is in a radius, by the way, so guys, if you want to make this not a radius type thing, you can make this a ticking area, and so it will work all around your world, and yeah, it'd be pretty good. And if I throw snowballs, the snowballs will stay there. They're fine. You can actually move snowballs, which I didn't know you could do. Look, you can just move them. I didn't know you could do that. There's also XP bottles, which are pretty cool looking. You can shoot a bow, but the arrows all shoot in this one direction, which I kind of don't like, but it's fine. You can just deal with that. They all kind of just drop to the ground, so yeah, don't expect them to do much. But I can stop time, or I can resume time by pressing the clock again, and everything will happen at once. Then I unselect the item, then select the item again. And then I can, I'm pretty sure, if okay, I think it's, yeah, there you go. And yeah, you can do it again. Boom. Everything moves. And yeah. So, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so there's a few things you kind of want to do. First of all, is you're going to want to have a structure block for your entity that you're using to make the item clickable. So we're gonna edit this structure block and we're gonna make it those exact coordinates. If you can see it right there, boom, those exact coordinates to make this little thing. Then you can cover it up like this. Boom, fill that in, and you can spawn in a pig. You want to spawn in a pig, yeah, and you want to place them in there. Then you're gonna want to get armors or a saddle. And then you're going to want to name the pig whatever you want. I named it TS, which is the initials for time stop. You can name it whatever you want. So you're going to want to do that. And you're going to want to save the pig as a structure, whatever structure you want to name it as. I named it TS just because time stop, like I said before. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a scoreboard. This scoreboard, you can name it whatever you want, but I named it time. So you can name it whatever you want, like this, and boom. I'm not going to make it because I already have it, I already made it, but you can name it whatever you want. And so now that you have that all done, you can now head on to the first command, which is your stopping time command. It's super basic, super easy. You don't even need the facing command, but I feel like it helps. I don't know. But here it is. It's execute as @e, type equals exclamation mark player, radius equals 30. As I said, it was a radius command. You can make this not a radius command, and you can just add a ticking area, and it will work wherever you are in the world. Then you do at s, run, TP at s, and then you do the squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line. Facing upper arrow 1, and you should be good. Make it a repeat need redstone command, and yeah, you should be grand with that. And also, lastly, if you want to enable this new execute command, because this is the execute command I use, I'll pop up a little image right now, and it shows the experimental you want to enable, and yeah, just enable that. Alright, so this next command is going to be the detecting that you have the clock in your hand, and then it's going to TP the pig on your face so that you can click on the pig. And this is the exact command. I'm not going to talk about the command. You can just look at it and copy it down. The only thing you should change is maybe the item, depending on what item you actually want to use. I used a clock. You can use a compass maybe, because I don't know. The clock makes the most sense to me because it's time, you know. Next, you're going to want to put in the name. You're going to, whatever name you chose for the pig, you put it in the name section. So very easy. And this is going to be a repeat always active command. And yeah. So the next command here, right here, is going to be a test for command. I know you're going to be like, why do you not use an execute command? It's because I want it to just enable once. Like, I want to do this thing once. I don't want it to repeat. So that's why I use test for. Like, it'll make sense once I show you in a sec. But it's just the same as an execute command, but I just got rid of the at s and as at p. I just test for at p. So yeah, and that's a repeat always active command. And like I said, I wanted it to only enable once, so you didn't get a million pigs. Maybe there's some way of doing it, like tagging system. I don't know. Yeah, but it's a comparator, and then it's handy to have a comparator because it's a way to detect when you don't have an item in your hand. Sure, you can detect. Actually, I don't know another way of detecting if you don't have an item in your hand, because it's like, if you detect air, then it's like, what if you didn't have a slot that's air? I don't know. It's something to think about. But it's just handier to have a comparator. I'm more used to it. But anyways, enough talking. On to the next command, which is going to be an impulse need redstone command, and it is right here. It is just doing the exact same thing. It detects if you have the clock in your hand, and then it's going to run a command, which is the structure command that you made, which is structure load ts and then tilde tilde tilde, and that is my structure ts, the thing I named. And now what you're going to want to do is a failsafe or whatever, that's what I would call it, I guess. If you don't have the item in your hand anymore, it will kill the pig basically. And so this detects if this comparator is unpowered basically, and it will then enable this to kill the pig because you don't have the item in your hand anymore. So it's basically saying, hey, we don't want this pig to be here anymore, and so it kills it. The next command, these two commands by the way over here, is just giving at a time 0, and then it's gonna make the pig invisible, so that's pretty handy. And right over here are the two sections. This section is for stopping time, this section is for disabling time. Alright, so this command right here is gonna be /execute as at p, and then it's just detecting if you have the clock in your hand yet again, but you add another command which is scores equal, and then curly brackets time equals 0, and then curly brackets, then square brackets to end it off, and then you do add at s, and then you do at s run /ride at e type equals pig name ts, and then evict riders. And basically what this does is when you click, you're essentially riding the animal, and once that command detects that you have been evicted off of the pig, basically you've been kicked off, it detects that, and then it will enable these next commands to happen. This is a chain conditional always active. Also, this is a repeat or unconditional and always active command. This command is killing the pig instantly, so basically when you get evicted off of the pig, it kills the pig. That's how it works. And then it does this one, chain conditional always active, and it sets the block right here. This block, just get the coordinates for this block, and then it places a redstone block there. Then, last but not least, this is just setting the player's scoreboard, which is the time scoreboard that we set up, to 1. This is very important to make sure that you can start time resume time again. And so it's setting your scoreboard to 1, then you do this one, which is very easy. It's the same command, but except right there, the scoreboard time is equal to 1. It's not equal to 0 anymore, it's equal to 1. Now, you do the same thing, except you're changing this to air. So you're getting rid of the redstone block, basically. It's gone, boom. And then the last command is just setting the player's time to 0, which is just resetting the cycle so you can stop time again. And so I'll show you what it looks like. If I make the pig invisible, the pig gets TP'd onto your head like so. If you're running around, you can't click on the thing, so I'd suggest you just don't move around. But if you click on the pig, it kills the pig. It should have stopped time, but because we didn't have the redstone block placed. Let me place the redstone block there and click it. Boom, the redstone block is gone, and I can deselect the item, then select it again. The pig comes back. Boom. And if I select the item and then unselect it, it kills the pig. And yeah, it's really handy, really cool, and it doesn't even show you getting on the pig in the first place, so it's super cool. It shows the pig going up because you're basically going on top of the pig, but you aren't, essentially, so it's weird. Like, look, it goes up. But yeah, that's basically it. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like the video and subscribe because it means a lot to me. We're on the road to the 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, subscribing definitely would help me out a lot. Link to the Discord is in the description down below, so make sure to join that because I host giveaways and all that down there, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
I can take you higher.